The first snow of 2022 in Ohio.
Delicious. We were loading the camper back on the truck. We got the transmission changed. We still have a few things to do on the truck, but it's getting way too cold here in Ohio. So we're gonna start heading down south and finish everything up down there. Yesterday we said goodbye to our families, spent the last day with them. Today we're just gonna load the camper up, and tomorrow morning we're gonna hit the road again.
Okay, so we finally got the camper high enough that the bed slides right in, as you can see right there. It's like an inch above the bed. And that was super scary because we don't have the 4 jacks that go up all at the same time, so we have to do one at a time. It's just so scary. This one actually shifted back and I thought that was it, that it was gonna just fall over. I hate these jacks. We need to get the system that all 4 raise up at the same time, because doing these is dangerous, I feel like. Plus it shifts the walls and stuff, and like stuff bulges out, they're not even anymore. We're just glad that we got it high enough to fit on the truck, so now we can slide it in. Now we just have to watch that it clears the tires again. That tire clears this block right here within like 2 inches of it, and this tire clears that block.
And then you also have to see, make sure the camper clears the wheel wells up in there on both sides.
And we have to make sure it's all even on there. Okay, let's keep going. How was that experience?
Terrible.
Oh my gosh. These jacks suck so bad.
The truck camper lifting system with these jacks are just completely stupid. Like, even in the new ones, how are you supposed to lift this like 3,000 or 4,000 giant thing with 4 little jacks that wave around all over? It's just a terrible system. Even if they're new, but especially like with our truck, since it's higher off the ground and the jacks are old, it makes it more scarier.
Okay, well, we got it underneath. It's time to lower the camper onto the truck.
The bad thing is that when we get down south, we'll have to take the camper off the truck again. We still want to get our truck done, like re-gearing done. And we ordered an appointment at a company 2 weeks ahead of time. I took the truck there on the day they told me to take it there. And I asked them if the parts are there. And they're like, oh, we don't know, we haven't checked yet. The truck's gonna get started working on tomorrow and you don't know if the parts are there yet. Like, I'm like, well, check tomorrow. If the parts are not there, don't take the truck apart because I need the truck. I have to load my camper on and leave. They're supposed to call me in the morning the next day if the parts are there or not. And it's like 2 or 3 o'clock and no one's calling me. So I called them and they're like, oh no, the parts haven't came in. Okay. They're like, we can order them. They'll come in a few days maybe. I'm like, I don't have time. I already ordered the appointment like 2 weeks ago. The parts are supposed to be there. The truck was supposed to be done. We went and picked up the truck and we didn't get anything done. Not the re-gearing. So that means when we go down south, we'll have to find blocks, buy new blocks again, because we can't take these with us. Take the camper off again, off the truck, to get the re-gearing done, which all this could have been avoided if some people just did their job and ordered the parts like they were supposed to. So yeah.
That's it. The camper is on the truck, and tomorrow we hit the road. hit the road in a few minutes here. Already said goodbye to family on Sunday. It feels more sad leaving this time than it did last time. It's a classic Ohio winter day. Gloomy, dark. Not sad about leaving this weather behind, that's for sure. Nick's just checking everything for the last time before we hit the road here.
So we're finally done with everything. We got a U-Haul for a little bit so we could take the blocks from the camper that we set the camper on back to storage. So everything's returned now, everything's ready to go, and we're gonna start driving. It's actually a nice day to leave. It's dark and cloudy and rainy, so it's not as sad. Yeah, excited to see where we go next. We do have some stuff more we need to get done on the truck. We had to do the regearing because the shop didn't work out, so we have to do that still. To do the regearing, we have to take the camper off again. And also, after driving to Pennsylvania to do the transmission, our brakes need to be changed soon, and the oil will need to be changed soon also. So we're gonna start driving down slowly south, and we're gonna find a campground where we can stop and continue fixing everything, and we need to find a shop to do the regearing. The transmission shop where we got the new transmission. They were able to take my old transmission apart. I called to see what was wrong with it. They said they see it in Ford transmissions quite often when they take them apart. It's just a Ford transmission problem. Some people get sometimes. We were just one of the unlucky ones that got it out of the whole bunches that don't get it. Because yeah, our truck only has like 55,000 miles, so it's really low mileage. But yeah, they said that was a problem, because at first I thought maybe it's because like we were towing the camper, or because we have bigger wheels or tires, but I guess it wasn't our fault at all. Pretty much it's just a factory problem. The guy said the Ford didn't address the issue, as there's no recall in it or anything, so I guess that's just that. So what's the part that got messed up, do you know? I think it's something, really sure? I forgot what he was saying, because he's just explaining to me like, and there's like a gazillion parts of the transmission which I have no idea what's going on. But anyways, I think it's something like the pump and the shaft, and it chews something up or something. He said in this new transmission that I bought like the build-up one, like I was saying. He said they addressed the issue in there and they fixed the problem. These new transmissions that they make, they shouldn't have that problem that the other one has. So pretty much they get like a Ford transmission. They know what's wrong with it, like what the weak points are, and make those weak points stronger. So that's the transmission update. That's the transmission update. Yeah, at first I was like blaming myself because I thought maybe I did something wrong. I didn't, I guess, but it doesn't really make me feel any better. This is our first time in a Buc-ee's, believe it or not. There's so much cute stuff in here. Look at all this cabin, Christmas bear decoration. Look at these cute little bear ornaments. So adorable. I love these mugs. So much cute stuff. Oh no. This like matches our camper, the green. This would be so cute. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, I love this, like, velvet tree.
Look at that pillow. What does it say? Dreaming of a white Christmas. Oh my gosh. This is so tempting. This is just the beginning. There's like food. Something smells so good in here.
Giant place.
It's huge. Look at these fluffy ornaments. So adorable. We have these hides. This is a calf hide. Where was the tag? Oh, $100. There's a little goat one for 50.
And these are real first, I guess. They're not the faux ones.
No, they're real. Look at all these.
Yeah,
$2.99. Okay, $300. I didn't know they had all this stuff. I just thought it was like, I don't know.
The gas station's like humongous.
Look at all this stuff. And everything is so cute. A little magnolia for the south. Oh man, this is dangerous territory for me. I could spend so much money in here.
Except we're in a camper.
And there's no room, yeah. So we bought the extra large brisket sandwich, extra large actually, for $12.50. Just the normal brisket?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, $7.99. And we got 2 types of the beef jerky they have. Cherry maple beef jerky. Which one is this? The steakhouse beef jerky. You can get a sample here of the jerky before you buy. Had to have a sweet tea.
Extra large. These things weigh like 30 pounds each. It's crazy. We just don't have room anywhere. I need to change the engine oil, transmission oil, rotors on the front, and brakes. And we already bought all the parts and stuffed it here in the truck. And I bought a can for draining the oil in, so there's just no room for anything anymore.
We got some southern food at Bear's Den in Macon, Georgia. We got some hamburger steak on rice, mac and cheese, and creamed potatoes with gravy. And of course, some sweet tea. And a slice of key lime pie. Let's dig in. Okay, now this is some good key lime pie. I think it's even better than the one that we had in Key West.